Sir, please tell us something about yourself.
I was born in Calcutta in the late 1970s. I grew up in the 80s. It seemed to be a very different world, that world of the 70s and the 80s. With the 90s, the world seemed to have changed. And I have experienced living in two different worlds. I went to St. Anthony's High School, which is in central Calcutta, and I studied in Maulana Azad College, which is also in central Calcutta, and I went on to do my PhD from Calcutta University. It was a fascinating journey growing up in Calcutta during those times.
Sir, who inspired you most to choose this academic way?
I was always inclined towards literature, and I found academics to be very supportive of being a writer. One cannot sustain oneself as a writer unless one becomes a very famous writer and has a market value. So, as we have often seen, writers are often academics. So I was also attracted towards academy. One of the earliest teachers, Mr. Steve Menezes, who taught me English in the school and even later, was a very profound influence on me. He encouraged me, supported me, and I'm indebted to him.
Sir, who are your favorite poets and why?
Some of my favorite poets are the Romantic poets. Keats, Coleridge. I was deeply influenced by these poets. They not only gave me the earliest metaphors for my poems, but they also gave me that sense of art, that poetry is an art and it needs to be cultivated. Keats's poem Ode on a Grecian Urn or Ode to Nightingale, these greatly influenced me, and Coleridge was so very influential. His rhythm, the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Kubla Khan, Christabel, even when I did not understand the poetry of Coleridge during my early days, I was thrilled by the rhythm of his poetry. But for my research work, I did not choose Romantic poem. The Romantic poets were highly influential, yet they were too close to my heart. I was passionately involved with them. I would not have done justice to a research work on these Romantic poets. So, for my research work, I chose the diaspora, fiction of the Indian women diasporic writers, Anita Desai, Bharati Mukherjee, Sunetra Gupta and Jhumpa Lahiri. So diaspora studies, I could get an objective view. I could be dispassionate about. Obviously, in due course of time, I did like the writings of these writers, but I could also be critical, objective, and not get bogged down by their beauty.
I would like to ask the question that however the poetry has evolved from years.
Poetry over the years has definitely evolved. The poems that were written during the Elizabethan period is not the kind of poems that was written in the Romantic period or in the modern period. Even now, when we are in the modern age, we don't use much rhymes, we don't use too much of ornamentation in poetry, there is free verse, and yet there is evolution going on. If not in the overall makeup form of the poems, but intrinsically within the poem there is evolution. It may not be discernible immediately, but if you see that over the years, when you go into the future, you will see that the poetry of this period has a definite characteristic. If you are looking at it at this point in time, you may not be able to discern the characteristics, but over time if you go, then you will know that these are the characteristics of the poets who were writing during this time. So just like we now see in retrospective the poetry of Romantic period, Victorian period, Elizabethan period and so many other periods.